Well, welcome back to Nintagious. How you guys doing? Sorry for the delay. I had something come up that then didn't come up, and then yeah, it's a long story. How's the game audio? Is the game audio too loud? Let me know. Rexy, Riley, Looney, Logan, how are you guys all doing? Hopefully bot is working correctly, because it's the bot is doing that thing again where it has an update, but every time I hit update, nothing happens. So hopefully it functions. It's option mode. Ooh, I can reconfigure this. That's good. Yeah, that's better. That actually is a little loud on my end, I think. I can't turn down the volume of within the emulator. Okay. Let's turn it down on my computer. Hey Captain Boo, how's it going? I'm still trying to like get my layout in a place where I like it. I'm just gonna have to depend on you guys to let me know if anything's wrong with the capture, because like I can't see it at the moment. Actually, wait, hold on. I could do this. I think that'll work. Okay, so anyway, this is Mega Man: The Wily Wars. This is the game that started, for me, it started it all. This was the first Mega Man game that I discovered. As a Sega kid, I wasn't exposed to a lot of stuff that was on Nintendo systems. I actually don't like that over there. Move you over here instead. That's better. I like that. I can deal with that. But they did remake Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, and they put it on the Genesis. This came out in '94, I think it was, which was after Mega Man 6, I believe. So this was, like, kinda late-ish. These are they're kinda different. I was talking about them the one night, about how, like, they basically remade Mega Man 3, and then used that engine to remake the 3 games. You can't, like, slide or anything, but it's, like, a much tighter engine, is kind of the point. It's also, like, very much slower. You can probably tell that already. Not sure why that is. I guess, I don't know if that's just, like, all the Genesis could handle, or... this first game in particular is going to be hard, because of a few reasons that I'll explain once I get there. The big one is that the pause-resume trick doesn't work. Some of you might remember that playing Mega Man 1, I used a trick called the pause trick, that basically made it that whenever you paused the game, it, like, refreshed invincibility frames. So you could cause bosses to take damage, like, more than once from one shot. And it makes some parts of the game, like, basically free. That doesn't exist in this game, so I'm gonna have to actually, like, beat some of these bosses for real. That's probably the big difference. But rapid fire also doesn't work, because they have, like, longer invincibility frames in this game. So, yeah, it's a little bit different. I'm gonna have to actually, like, try to beat Mega Man 1, is basically what I'm getting at. I hate these guys. Do you mind? Anyway, let me catch up on chat a little bit more. I'm already pretty far behind. Samo Coulter, how's it going? JMT, how's it going? Yeah, these... I don't even remember what game I, like, discovered after this. I know Mega Man X was, like, one of the first ones I owned. And yeah, this is a double whammy stream. This is actually, I mean, I've been talking about this for a bit, so some of you know this already, but this is actually 5-year anniversary of the channel and 1 year-ish anniversary of streaming. When I started streaming is, like, kind of difficult to triangulate, because I kind of, like, accidentally started streaming. I've told that story before. I was just kind of, like, doing test streams to kind of, like, just try and get everything all set up, and then, like, the next thing I knew people were watching, and I was like, oh. I guess I'm a streamer now. And those early streams were all Splatoon 2, and I didn't save those because I figured, who's gonna want to watch, like, a 4-hour block of Splatoon? Like, no one, right? But, March 14th is it's not when I created the channel, it's when I uploaded the first video. So that's why I went with that. Yeah, Ryu and Ken actually have more differences than most Echoes do, to be totally honest. Come on, I want that life. Stop putting up a fight. These are awful. You should do that, Riley, yeah. I think I did that in high school, like, since everything, like, I have like 3 notebooks, maybe 4, that are just, like, filled with all sorts of random sketches. And I'm pretty sure I dated all of them. Yeah, I like the Genesis, like, soundboard, or whatever you call it. It has some cool sounding instruments. I mean, again, I grew up with it, so that's part of it. Well, let's just go down here. It sounds so slow because of the fact that, like, this game never came out in America. So this is, like, the European version, and it only runs at 50 FPS because of it. I looked into... There are, like, hacks you can get that, like, make it run at 60, but apparently there's some, like, weird side effects for that, so I was kind of not into it. Man, he's, like, putting up a fight. But you can see how, like, rapid fire, he's only getting hit by, like, one of those shots. And then he has invincibility frames. Here we go. Oh, like, they make note of, like, how long it takes them? Yeah, I don't know about that. I have a hard time keeping track of that anymore. I used to do that. I used to time myself on, like, especially on commissions, to know how long it takes me to, like, complete a commission. Mostly so I can divide it up and be like, okay, this is how much money I'm making an hour. But, like, I don't know, I'm easily distracted, I tab away a lot, and, like... Oh, let's go watch this video really quick. So, timer, like, kinda doesn't work. Easy. That was actually easier on this version compared to the original. IMO. Probably because it's slower. Hey, gamepad guy, how's it going? Gamepad guy, gamepad. I mean, I'm just gonna call you gamepad. That'll do. Whoops. Whoops. Nice. It was worth it. I almost like how the music is a little bit slower. Almost. So here's a good example, like, when I fought Gutsman in the original version, I would, like, throw a bomb and then I would, like, pause it so that he'd get hit by the explosion multiple times. I can't do that now. It's like, I just have to deal with him only getting hit once. Hopefully, them being slower will make it easier to manage. 'Cause I don't know how I'm gonna deal with Fireman, because, like, Fireman was giving me trouble even in the original one, and that was with using the pause trick eventually. So hopefully, him being slower makes a big difference. Yeah, the pause trick actually works on more bosses than I realized. I thought it only worked on, like, the Thunder Beam, but it works with, like, basically everything. Question marks, like, they actually don't frequent this stream very often. I don't see them too frequently. Yeah, I don't think you knew about the pause trick, did you, Riley? Hey, Twain. Twain the Millennial, that name always makes me laugh. Oops. Oh, did you know about it? Just didn't use it. Yeah, 1 is difficult. Now's when I have to, like, prove that I can do it without the pause trick. Like, I've done it before, And when I was playing 1 through the marathon, I was like, well, I don't feel the need to prove myself here, because I've done it before. So, I'm not going to, but it's like, well, now I don't have a choice, so if anyone wanted to see me do it for realsies, now's when we're doing it. Yeah, that's right, you do have that OCD thing. Whoops. That's why I kind of went in. Did you use Rewind at all? I'm assuming you also didn't use that. That's another thing I'm not going to be able to use here. I'm also not going to use save states, so yeah. Hey Melon, how's it going? Yeah, 2 has some punishing parts about it, because, like, if you fuck up that boss with the crash bombs, then you're just kind of fucked, but aside from that, it's, like, not terribly difficult. Mostly because the metal blades are, like, completely broken, so... Man, what is with all lives? Whoops. Nah, I don't need that. Something I like about playing stuff on emulators is that I can look at chat a little bit easier, because it's right next to the window. I mean, to be fair, they didn't fix the pause trick either, so... But I get you, I get what you mean. You have 9 lives already. That's ridiculous. I'm either crazy lucky or this game just gives a lot of lives to you. It doesn't throw it in an arc like that in the original game, does it? I feel like that's not what the direction I expected it to fly in. Oh, I get it. Rock beats scissors. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, that was like a completely different trajectory for the blocks. That was awkward. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, a lot of the music, since it's slower, is like way more calming, and it's not as fast-paced. I don't know if that's for better or worse, or just different. Yeah, I think this song sounds kind of weird, honestly. It sounds even more like Faithfully now. Like, I'll give it that. It's like, if it didn't sound like Faithfully before, it really sounds like it now. Hey, Spaghetti. How's it going? It almost sounds eerie. Like, it's weird. It's not worth it. I don't, like, need anything. Twain, I was thinking about playing Powered Up in Maverick Hunter X, too. What do you think? At this point, I'm turning it into... how many Mega Man games can I play this year? And can I even fit some in that, like, I haven't played super often? Jerk. He got really evasive there at the end. His beam is, like, more narrow in this, though. Like, it's easier to dodge. It's just he was still difficult to dodge. Oh, have you never played Powered Up or Maverick Hunter X? I think Maverick Hunter X is outright good. I think Powered Up is, like, different. For better or worse. Yeah, see, in the original, if you're up here and he shoots the beam on the ground level, it'll still hit you through those blocks, because it's like a wider beam. Powered Up is interesting because it's ambitious. Like, there's a lot of content in that game. I don't think I'd play all of it.
I'll have to do some emulation tests for those, though, and see how well they capture. I mean, I did do some PSP emulation tests, like, a while ago. Has this part always been ice physics? Like, that's snow, not ice. I feel like that part of the stage has never been ice physics before. Maybe I'm wrong. This actually has water physics, too. In Mega Man 1, there was no water physics. That's interesting. Yeah, it did have some lag because of those penguins constantly spawning. These little bastards. What? Okay. I see how it is. This doesn't compare at all to the Smash remix of Iceman's theme. That remix is, like, fucking incredible. I've never liked this theme as much as I have when I heard a Smash remix of it. That remix is ridiculous. I can do it that way. That's fine. Have you ever tried to speedrun this one, Dwayne? Wow, the beam is, like, slow as shit in this game. Aren't Mega Man 1 speedruns, like, really fast? Like, blink and you'll miss it fast? Mostly because of the pause tricks. Oh yeah, and zips too. Zips in 1 and 2 are, like, completely ridiculous. I was actually doing some research of, the Mega Man 11 speed route. There's even zips in that game. It's crazy. I saw that shit and I was like, what? How? I kinda... After watching a speedrun of Mega Man 11, I think I could do the 60-minute achievement. It's just a matter of, like, knowing all the quick kills for the bosses and shit. I think that would be enough to get me through it. Because some of those, like, mini-bosses take me way too long to fight. These don't keep spawning here in the original. Cool, I still got that health. Oh yeah, that zip they used to grab the magnet beam is scary as hell, because if they fuck it up, they get soft-locked. Whoops. My aim sucks because I've never had to aim on that fight before. Hit him with one and they're done. I feel like Legends speedruns probably aren't too long, are they? The Legends 1 is, like, not that long of a game. Yellow Devil's probably easy in this because he's probably way slower. This one, I like this better than the original version, for sure. I'm not a big fan of Fireman's theme. I think it has potential, but like most remixes of the theme are not very good. I think slowing it down actually helped it here. Riley, are you still poking about? How far through Mega Man 4 are you now, or did you finish that? I think this is, like, actually a death pit in this version. Or no, it just, like, drops you through. No, I mean like the little pit before the ladder. I remember that's like kind of fucked up in the original game. I've never understood how you're supposed to even do this part, honestly. How are you supposed to get through that without taking damage? In this they do, yeah. I don't think in the original game they do that. I think you can freeze those those like fire wave things, but I don't think that actually makes it much easier. Because then you have to freeze them like perfectly so that you can sneak between them, because they still have like they don't damage you, but you can't like pass through them when they're frozen. Hey Coulter, welcome back. That's not surprising, honestly, with how much later I start. I'd like to starting earlier, actually. But now with the time change, I think I can start waking up earlier, and therefore starting earlier. This is good fireman training. Okay, so he kind of does have a pattern. If you stay on him, he keeps running away from you like that. I watched it wasn't a speed run, but I watched a Buster only run, and I was like, how the fuck are they gonna beat Fireman with Buster only? Even with the Ice Slasher in the original game, he beats the shit out of me. He's like kind of an unpredictable boss, I think. Turns out I just didn't know what I was doing. Wow, that's like way less jarring. Yeah, he's kind of like... In the original game, he's kind of a spaz. Is that an insensitive term to use? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. He freaks out really easily in the original game. He's tough to deal with. Then I found out that you can actually use the pause trick on the Ice Slasher, which I like never knew before. I only thought I thought you could only do it on the Thunder Beam, and then during a speed run I found out you can do it with the bombs, and I was like, oh, that's neat. Apparently you can just do it with anything. You throw that one around a lot, Logan. It's one of those things where it's like... I don't know, I don't use that to refer to anyone in a negative manner. I use it to refer to people like Fireman who are going crazy. So I don't think of it as a negative term. It is Coulter. Wily Wars is a remake of 1, 2, and 3. Terrible. I wonder if I can get that. Probably not. Nope. I regularly mess that up. Yeah, and then it has a new... It kind of has like its own fortress, sort of. Oh, go on there. I have to like rebind that key, I think, because I keep hitting it. Not key, because I am using a controller, but... You know, that's the crazy thing. I'm curious how you'd feel about this, Twain. When I was watching that Mega Man 11 speedrun, I believe it's the current world record, he was playing on a keyboard. And I was like, who the fuck? I thought keyboard play was, like, completely, like, frowned upon. I thought everybody was just like, oh no, nobody plays... You play on a keyboard? What, can you not afford a gamepad? I pressed jump. I know I did. I know I did. I mean, it was the PC version, that's how he was using a keyboard, but I was still, like, blown away by the fact that a speedrunner would use a keyboard. This is bad. Okay, that was interesting. So I got hit and it turned my beam around. Alright. Does that happen in the original game? I don't think it does. Okay. There. Well, we're in trouble already. Yep, so I basically have to die because I used too much of this, of the beam. Not a Wii U gamepad, just a controller in general. A lot of people refer to controllers as gamepads for some reason. Oh, is he like one of the only speedrunners that uses a keyboard? I mean, I grew up playing Mega Man 1 through 6 on emulators, so I was playing on a keyboard the entire time, and I always thought it was crazy that people were like, you can't play this game on a keyboard. I'm the type of person that when I boot up a game and it says, we highly recommend using a controller, I'm like, challenge accepted. Like, alright, let's see what I can do without a controller since you say it's necessary. The only game I can think of that sounds impossible on a keyboard is Celeste. I bet Celeste is like borderline unplayable on a keyboard. Alright, Samo, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in for a bit. Why is it that they use a keyboard in Mega Man 11, out of curiosity? Is it because, like, I'm guessing weapons are on, like, the number pad, and that makes switching weapons, like, really fucking easy? At least they're being generous about drops right now. By the PC Master Race. You know, I could probably be doing this on, like, the ground level, and it would be a little bit more efficient. I think we'll be okay here. I think what we're gonna try to do is get across this in a legit manner. Are you serious? They can just do that? They can just carry you high enough into the spikes? I don't think I ever knew that before. I mean, Mega Man 11 has a PC version, so I wouldn't say that the keyboard is unintended. Like, clearly if you buy the PC version and don't have a controller, that's the only thing you could use. So I wouldn't say it's unintended. I'd say, like, playing a, like, Super Nintendo game on an emulator with a keyboard may be, like, yeah, maybe unintended. Sucks. That almost sucked. Alright, let me catch up a bit here. Oh yeah, I saw you mention that soda sale on the Discord, JMT. And hey Jeff, how's it going? I don't know what you're talking about, but how's it going? And Gold, how's it going? Yeah, Street Fighter Cross Mega Man was, like, PC only. Yeah, this is, like, so much slower. Makes up for the fact that, like, you kill him a lot slower in this version. I don't know what that was, but I think Doc Robot handled it. Saw it out of the corner of my eye. Wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. No, Coulter. Yeah. They made a fan game for, was it 20th anniversary of Mega Man? And I don't know what anniversary it was of Street Fighter. There was an overlapping anniversary, so there was somebody making a fan game of, it was a Mega Man game, except all the bosses are Street Fighter characters. And Capcom basically grabbed them and said, hey, we want to officially put this out. But it was still only on PC. Flapper, how's it going? Oh, and Fireblaze, how's it going? Thank you for that congratulations. I'm sorry Doc Robot ate the message because of because of the emoticons. Well, I looked away at chat, and I didn't realize I was that far off the platform. Hey, Scarlet. How's it going? Oh, you did get your copy of Powered Up today? I was talking a little bit earlier, I was thinking about maybe playing that, and Maverick Hunter X. I'd have to do some emulation tests, though. I actually didn't even know that there was a way to capture PSP. I thought you were emulating Final Fantasy IV until you ran out of battery, and I was like, oh. I did not know that there was a way to capture stuff like that. Dick. Do you need, like... Do you have to get, like, special hardware installed for that, too? Because I actually do have a PSP. Oh, really? They just have that built in? I didn't know that. Sadly, I think I have the first model. So... Yeah, I think... I got it from a friend, that's why I'm, like, not sure. Like, I didn't buy it myself. Oh my god. Momentum's kinda weird in this game, honestly. You know how Mega Man has, like, a startup on his run? It's, like, a full, like, 4 frames in this game. Like, it's a really slow start. So sometimes you expect to, like, have instant momentum, and then you, like, don't get it. Well, that balances out. Damn it, I tried. Yeah, 3DS capture, you need, like, all sorts of crazy shit, and, like, sometimes it just randomly stops working. Like... I think everybody I've watched stream 3DS games has technical difficulties, like, at least once. Like, it's just kind of a thing that happens. That's one of the reasons why I'm not interested in getting a 3DS with capture. Like, they're expensive, and, like, there's too much that can go wrong. Man, it would be nice if he dropped some health. Okay. Yeah, I did know that some PSPs were like, you can just like put it up on a TV. I'm pretty sure mine cannot do that, sadly. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had a bad day, Scarlet. But I'm glad to hear that I can help with that. This is arbitrary. I used more ammo than I got back. That was dumb. Oh, that's the only problem you had with the 3DS? Well, that went smoothly. Alright, Twain. Good luck. I'm just using an emulator. I broke my rule for this. I'm actually rethinking about, like, what my emulation rules are. My emulation rules previously were, like, I won't emulate it unless I own it. But there's so many games like this one where, like, the lengths you have to go to own it is, like, completely ridiculous, and I'm not supporting the company by doing it anyway, so I'm kind of like, eh. Like, this isn't a game they're ever gonna re-release, you know? So... yeah, this is an emulator. I just have a bunch of, like, fancy filters turned on. Do I need that? I feel like I should get that. I feel like that's something I should get. Grab this. And yes, Scarlet, this is like... this is the game that introduced me to Mega Man. So, this is a step back to my childhood right now. And I haven't played this in a while, so... yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Coulter. Like, if the game is currently purchasable, then I will buy it. But if the game hasn't... if it's been out for 20 years and there's no way to currently buy the game, I kind of feel like it's all arbitrary at that point. Especially this, like, it never came out in English, so you'd have to get a European Genesis, or Flapper told me about, like, the Game Genie workaround you can use, but even then... would I need a PAL TV for that too, since it only came out in Europe? I don't know, like, is it worth it? That's probably a couple $100, and Capcom and Sega aren't seeing any of that money, so... I forgot about this shitty checkpoint. That is just harsh. Yeah, I heard that, reproduction carts existed. I thought about that for a little while, but I also don't currently have a Genesis, so I would have had to do all that, too. I don't know. I had a Genesis back in the day. I had Sega Channel for, like, a couple years, so I'm like, you know, I supported them at the time. That counts, right? That and the other day, like, so what broke the emulation thing for me is I was watching a streamer the other day who's a much larger streamer than I am. He has like 3,000 going on 4,000 subs. And he hooked up his Super Nintendo Classic, which was hacked and had a bunch of ROMs loaded on it. And I was like, why am I not allowing myself to emulate things, exactly? Like, what am I worried about? This is a hard boss. He's destroying me. Yeah, this isn't going well. What is your profile picture? I still see Meta Knight at the moment. Is that still what it is, or did you update it? I don't see it yet. And don't worry about last night, Flapper. I was just kind of like dumbfounded by the whole thing, and like I hope I didn't cause additional problems by kind of calling it out in chat. I kind of left it at that because I didn't want to make it a bigger thing. Is this even like the good weapon to use on him? Whew. Yeah, that was tricky. Oh yeah, I get that. I get that, Flapper. If it's just like, you just like the feel of the original hardware, I get that. I totally get that. Typically, I only want to emulate stuff that's, like, handheld, because that's, like, the easiest way to capture it. But, like, N64 stuff, I'd really like to play Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie at some point. I have an N64, I don't have the games. I'd like to pick them up, because I'd much rather play them on an actual N64 than emulate them. About a couple of weeks ago, I did a couple emulation tests as, like, an unlisted stream, and I tried N64, and I was like, this just feels jank. Like, I don't want to do this. I would much rather this be the original hardware. There's something else here. Originally, my persistence with emulation was just like, I didn't want to set a bad example. I didn't want kids to be like, oh, we can download all this stuff for free. We don't have to support the companies. Because I know a lot of people look at it with that sort of mindset. I definitely don't want to encourage that. Yeah, it's kind of wild that, like, the original version of this stage is, like, fucking nothing, right? It's all blank. I want to fill up some weapons, but, like, every time I try, I can't pause in time. The original, I think you can keep getting hit here. Okay, this is gonna be rough. I don't like this boss. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to just come straight out like that. Keep accidentally hitting that button. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, thankfully I, like, waited too long to use the super arm there. Because as most people will know, who have played Mega Man 1 will know, those blocks don't respawn, so you kinda only have one shot at that boss. What do you mean, Scarlet? Like, that there are multiple versions of Wily Wars? Alright, I need you. I don't necessarily... I do need Firestorm. Shit, okay. Well, that was dumb. I might have to farm some weapon energy here. I don't need cutters, so I can use this to farm relatively safely. I think they give you a good refill on Firestorm later, but... There's also the Shuriken I guess I could go take. I guess I should get more Magnet Beam at least? It might just be that it's been a while since you played it. And yeah, like, some of these, like, background textures are pretty elaborate. Especially because if you've played the first, like, the original game recently, a lot of this stuff is... This is just a black background in the original, I think. Also, why is he making so many Gutsmans? Like, that just seems like bad news. Whoops. Went a little bit too far. Come on. Why you gotta be harsh? This is one of those things about these games. Like, this is one of the things about Mega Man games I don't like. It's when you have to farm weapon energy. Yeah, there's like a dozen of them up there. Okay. At this point, we're like almost out of cutters, so... Yeah, the Gutsman abomination. Alright, Flapper, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in for a little bit. I'd assume that you're gonna be continuing Final Fantasy IV tonight. I'll probably be popping in for a while. Well, shit. Well, hey, that doesn't kill you in this game. That's a plus. In the original Mega Man, if you get knocked onto spikes and are currently invincible, it doesn't matter, you still die. That's why at first I was like, well, I'm dead. Why, thank you. I don't want to use the magnet. I feel like that's a bad idea. Yeah, I mentioned last night when I was watching, I didn't even know that there was a PSP version of Final Fantasy IV, and like, yeah, I think the sprite work does look really good in that game. Okay. I'm in a good place right now, I think. Let's see if I can get through the gauntlet. Okay, jerk. Okay, that's fine. Bye. Yeah, when I played Final Fantasy IV, like, prepare yourself for the punchline here. Like, this... Perhaps a lot of you know where this is going already. When I played Final Fantasy IV, I played the DS version. That game broke me. I've heard that the DS version is perhaps the worst version of that game. It's tremendously unfair at times. That's why Final Fantasy IV is like one of my least favorites. That went much smoother. Bye. Cool, that went like actually very smoothly. Alright, I need Firestorm. Like, first phase is Firestorm, right? And second phase is Thunderbeam, I think? Yeah. Oh, does the PSP version also have After Years? That's cool. It looks like still Firestorm, actually. That was actually, like, tremendously easy. I don't know if the game has been rebalanced because you don't have the pause resume trick, or... I don't know. The original version of Mega Man 1's really hard. In, like, a broken way, not in a, oh, this is challenging, this is a fair challenge, I feel satisfied beating this. No, it's in a, this game is stupid kind of way. I really like how the ending music of Mega Man 1 is also the intro music of Mega Man 2. And they also do that in 6 and 7. The ending music of 6 is the intro music of 7. I wish that would have been, like, a theme throughout, like, most of the games. So yeah, it actually went way smoother than I thought it was going to. I thought 1 was gonna trip me up for a bit. So we're gonna jump straight into 2. My plan tonight is to do 1 and 2. Maybe I'll start 3? Maybe? We'll see how long 2 takes me. And then next week we'll probably finish 3 and do the tower. I love the percussion sounds they have on the Genesis, like, soundboard. Wow, Light and Roll are, like, really ugly. Those are some really ugly sprites. It's the only way out of this to reset the game. That could cause a problem, because that might make unlocking Wily Tower, like, hard to do. Oh no, it does go eventually. Okay, cool. Hey Logan, welcome back. Neat. I don't think I've ever actually seen that graphic before. Because, like, when it was on Sega Channel, I actually don't remember if I beat any of the games, but I don't think it didn't save correctly. So you couldn't actually, like, make it to the end of the game. See, this song benefits from being slowed down. This song does not benefit from being slowed down. Oh, like, are there any graphical elements that I'm like, oh, that's unfamiliar to me? I don't know. I don't know. Might have to pay closer attention to that. Too early. I do think, like, 1 looks the most different, perhaps. Some of the stuff in 2 might look very different too, because a lot of 2 stages are, like, similarly blank. Like, there's not a lot going on in the background. I feel like 3 is not gonna look super different. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I think the stage select background in basically every game is blue, except for this randomly. I don't remember what color 3's is. I feel like 3's might also be a different color. I do notice how, like, the clouds are layered here. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, like, they added, like, construction stuff to this. Like, now there's, like, scaffolding in the background, and, like, that's all new. Oh, I actually, like, regularly forget about the flock of birds selection thing. Is that what, holding, like, shoot, I think? Like, all this glass is new. Like, that wasn't there before. There's definitely, like, a lot of polish in these games. Yeah, I can't ever remember, like, the inputs for stuff like that. I can do that for the next one. Mega Man looks so grumpy. It's better than 2, I guess, where he looks, like, fat. I don't think I held it in time. Is it even in the Wily Wars version? It might not be. I feel like it probably is, though. You know what song I never expected to make a good track for Smash Brothers was Crash Man's theme. Like, it's actually, like, a pretty good remix. I think it's a good, like, track to fight to. I feel like this one benefits from being slower too. Yeah, the Crash Man, not the Clash Man. Don't worry, we'll fight Clash Man in like a couple weeks. I think that fencing is all new. I never understood the point of this screen. What is that there for? Just for you to fall onto later? Like right here? You're not making me lose that. And then I think... Yep. Free. Oh, come on. I thought I was sneaking under there. Yeah, that's something I do like about 2, is that you can kind of, like... You don't always have to follow the same order. I thought about, like... I mean, I don't want to do it, like, right now, since I've been playing through all these games. Like, I just played through all these games on streams, so... But I was thinking about doing something where, like... About, like, letting you guys pick which boss I do. And it's like, if I don't have the weakness, I don't. If I do have it, I do. And it's like, I just have to figure out how to beat it without the weakness if I don't have it. I don't know how fun it would be, though, to be honest. Like... Would I very quickly reach a boss where I'm like, oh, to hell with this. There's a wave review if you can't be listening. I forgot to do the bird thing again, I'm sorry. No, this theme sounds like it's a completely different theme, honestly. I think they realized that slowing it down was gonna sound so weird that they almost had to, like, completely rework it. Hey Riley, welcome back. Did it? He still looks nice and orange in-game. It's just there, it looked weird. That's alright, Riley. Do I want that life? Nah, I think it's too late to go back for it. That one always gives me a little bit of trouble. Riley was here for the first, like, half of the Masters and won, I think. Whoops. Yeah, that was close. Now that E-Tank, on the other hand, I want that shit. I'm probably gonna have to eat a death here, but that's alright. What if you wanted to get this game someday? You kinda can't. You kinda can't. Emulation's kinda like the only thing you could do for this one. I was gonna say, let's see if I can just, like, kill him without taking any hits. Yeah, right, like, that's gonna happen. Yeah, I highly doubt they're ever gonna re-release this game, to be honest. There's, like, no reason to. If it wasn't on that Genesis collection that came out a couple months ago, like, that would have been the only time to do it, I think. I mean, Flapper was saying, like, they make reproduction carts of, like, that would work on a US Genesis, but you're still gonna have to get, like, a Genesis and, like, and all that accompanying stuff. That's still not, like, super ideal. But if you really don't like playing things on emulators, then, like, I guess it's possible. Bye. That's why I was so willing to break my rule for this one, because I was like... It only came out in Japan and Europe. It's like for the Genesis, so it's like I don't have a working Genesis anymore. I wish I did. I don't think they ever even released this on like Virtual Console or anything. You don't have a Wii U, do you, Riley? I know you don't have a Switch. Because Switch Pro controllers are compatible with PC now, I think. And there's a way that you can make a Wii U Pro controller where, like, that's what I'm using right now. Whoa, I'm getting some weird lag here. Yeah, like, especially there. Like, that was nice and laggy for some reason. Yeah, here there's, like, actually buildings behind the waterfall. In the original version, it's just, like, something that's gonna give you a seizure. Slowdown helped this song too, I think. Nice, did it without any of them falling. Seemed kind of unfair. Yeah, I like how they didn't just, like, port the sprites over and, like, recolor them or anything, like they did for that shitty Game Gear game. Like, they actually, like, reconstructed all the sprites and, like, made the characters taller and more detailed. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. That was like, I coasted too, that was kind of weird. That was almost like ice physics at work. Shots are too damn slow to, like, play along with the music in this. 0 out of 10. Okay, okay. Had enough of you guys when we were playing 10. Like, let's move on. All balances out. Perfectly balanced. I can beat him with this amount of health easily. See, I didn't care for the NES demakes of 7 and 8. Like, I don't know, I could get into a whole thing there. I didn't really care for them that much, though. Like, I don't think they were actually demakes, they were just remade with 8-bit graphics, if that makes sense. They didn't look at the games and say, well, okay, this mechanic wouldn't have worked on the NES, so we're gonna have to, like, reinvent the mechanic. Like, they didn't do that. They just kept everything the way it was. That was, like, really close. I'm kind of surprised I didn't die there. And yeah, like, I wish... That's all people ever do, right? Is they demake the games into NES, because, like, that's the best way. It's like... But it would be interesting to see somebody, like, remake Mega Man 1 in, like, Mega Man 7 style, or Mega Man 8 style, or... make Mega Man 10 in Mega Man 7 style or something like that. But no one ever does anything like that. I think I'm gonna take a quick break, actually. Yeah, I think we're gonna take a really quick break before we move on. That's good to hear, Riley. Yeah, I think, like, everyone has a moment where they wake up, like, when they're in school, where they wake up and they're like, this is all irrelevant bullshit. And maybe we should stop, like, playing by these rules. I remember they made some remodel decisions in the demakes, but, like, it wasn't enough, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. They felt kind of... unimaginative? I don't know. And yeah, it would be cool to see, like, the Wily Wars 2 or something like that. A small part of me thinks, like, could I do that? Is that something I'd be capable of doing? I remember when I was looking into coding a couple years ago, I threw together like a half-complete Mega Man engine. It mostly functioned. There was like a few things I couldn't get figured out, but like it was an engine. I could have like rebuilt stages in it, and they would have mostly worked. So part of me is like, you know, is that a project I could do? Sometimes it's hard to justify putting that kind of time into fan projects like that, though. That's the thing that sucks. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna take a super quick break, because we just hit the 4 master milestones, so I feel like that's a good time to do it. At this rate, we probably will start Mega Man 3 tonight. We might get like halfway through Mega Man 3 or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do... Honestly, if I would have started earlier, we probably could have done the entire thing in one stream. Maybe. I don't know. Because Wily Tower is, what, like 7 stages? And I don't know them super well, so yeah. Maybe that won't go super smoothly. Yeah, I think about that every now and then, Scarlet, of, like, trying to do a project like that. Whether it's just a visual update like this, or, like, an outright reimagining, like, Powered Up. Every now and then I think about it. But it's like, it's a time issue, for sure. It's like a dream. If I had like a bunch of time to just throw away, I'd probably be like, all right, let's do this. But anyway, yeah. Real quick break, and then we'll get away from this monotonous music and carry on with our night. So yeah, don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a few minutes. You know, I just need a drink and a bathroom break and stuff like that, so it won't be long. So yeah, I will be right back. Yeah, I don't know if I'd even commit to, like, a Wily Wars 2. I would probably just commit to something like that. Just doing, like, pick a game and then be like, okay, this is the one we're gonna redo. And it would probably be 4 or 6. Especially from the Wily Wars perspective, because these are just remakes. 5 is the type of game I'd probably try to reimagine, because I don't think 5 is very interesting? Imaginative? Not sure what word I'm going for there. Hey Kink, how's it going? How did your music creation go? This is another theme that I feel like really benefits from being slowed down a bit. Whoa. Take it easy. The pickup lag got me. Scarlet knows my pain. I'll have to check out the I'll check out the archive then and see what you came up with. Oh, platform is in like here on YouTube? Yeah, I have no complaints really. I'm not the type to get like all worked up over some of the little changes they do. Like, growth has been really slow lately, but I don't know. I'm already to a point where I'm more focused on, like, the community I do have than constantly thinking about growth, which may be a bad thing. I don't know. I almost thought I didn't make that jump. I was about to be a little mad. I recently made a, like, semi-big change to my, my schedule, so, like, I'm liking how that's going. That's kind of like where I'm focused right now. For a while there, I was doing those overnight streams, and I was enjoying those, but I was also burning myself out, like, a lot. Like, I was constantly tired, and I was like, I might need to change something here. So I went back to just doing the one stream a night, and, but also trying to stream more frequently, like more per day, instead of twice a day on weekends. And I'm mostly happy with where that is. Every now and then I hear people like, I think I have some regulars that are disappointed that I'm not doing as many overnight streams, because those are the ones they made it to the most. I wanted to be brave for the audience. I wanted to be like, no, I can do these disappearing blocks. I can do this. Don't you know who I am? And then they were like, nah. They're still, like, off rhythm in this game. It's kind of weird. Crap. Wow, that's no good. And yeah, I mean, like, community comes and goes, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, I've definitely noticed that some people will be around for, like, weeks, and then they just kind of, like, disappear at random. And it's like, they have lives, too. They have stuff that comes up. I get it. it might not necessarily be that they're bored of watching, they might be going through a phase, like, just like people with, like, TV. Some people will sit down and watch a ton of TV for, like, a couple weeks, and then just all of a sudden be like, I don't feel like watching TV anymore. So, that might not necessarily be my fault. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat this, because... to hell with it. Like, the blocks are so, like, off-pattern. It's gonna have to be very, like, reactionary, and... Screw that guy. I have to send you a video then, Scarlet. I mean, you could go look for it yourself too. Years ago, I did 2 videos. I did 3 projects. I didn't do a video of the first one. I did videos of the second ones, where I took the sprites of the Robot Masters and I, like, redrew them as, like, well, if they were to remake these games with, like, hand-drawn, like, way-forward art styles, this might be what the Robot Masters look like. I did the first game, plus a bunch of side characters, like I did Oil Man and Time Man and Bond Man too. And then I did 2 and 3, and I did art time lapses for those, so you can find those, like, on my channel. You'd probably really get a kick out of those. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you'll have the people that are here for, like, everything, and then you'll have the people that are only here for some things, and then you'll have the people that are, like, they kind of come and go. They'll be here a lot for a while, and then they get busy, and then they show up again later. And it's like, it's all good, I guess. Like, I've said before, the only community that I am not a fan of are the ones that are just constantly like, hey, play this game. Hey, play this game. Hey, play this game. And then when you do play the game, they don't show up. Those are the only ones where I'm like, okay, you can... Doors over there. But, I haven't had many problems with those, personally. But otherwise, I'm mostly... just happy to see anyone, really. Yeah, like, we had a few people show up last night that I haven't seen in a long time, and I was like... I didn't even stop and think, where the hell have you been? It was just like, oh, it's good to see you again, really. And most of them were kids, so, like, honestly, they probably just got bored. Especially when I stopped playing Splatoon, they were probably like, well, okay. Not so interested anymore. I want to go do Woodman, because I want to hear how fantastic his music sounds in this, on this soundboard. Might not be that great, because it might not benefit from being slower. Oh no, this is still amazing. Yeah, every now and then I'll be like, where have you been? But it's always like... It's more of a... When I do say that, it's usually a, I was worried about you kind of thing. Yeah, this isn't a bad rendition of the song. It didn't, like, completely ruin it. And hey Volpe, how's it going? And yeah, I thought of that this morning. And the reason I thought of it, I feel like we've come full circle here. When I played World of Warcraft, the guild I was a part of was named Pi. And we celebrated Pi Day, like, every year. So it, like, stuck out to me, where I was like, oh yeah, it's Pi Day, I should probably see how those guys are doing. This is cheesy. I guess that makes it easy for me to remember when the anniversary is. I mean, I kinda had to, like, not fabricate when the anniversary was, but, like, I had a hard time deciding just when it should be. Because I created, I was keeping all this stuff in a notepad file, and my computer restarted the other day for Windows updates, so I lost it. So, damn it. Damn you, Windows. I started the channel on March 6th. My first video was on the 14th. And as I was telling you guys earlier, I kind of accidentally started streaming. So I was just kind of like doing test streams to try and like just set stuff up and like get everything in order. And the next thing I knew, people were watching. So I don't really know when I started streaming either. So I had to just kind of like take a bunch of these dates and just like mix them together and be like, okay, what makes the most sense? And I wound up going with the date of the first video. I thought that made the most sense. And that happened to be March 14th. So I was like, alright, that works. It is worth pointing out that when I started streaming, it was in like March and April. So it was like the same time. I just don't know exactly what day it was. And yeah, Scarlet, you were pointing out, like, look at this background. This was, like, just a big blank blue screen in Mega Man 2. Like, they put a lot of polish in here. Just, all the health. Yeah, exactly. If JMT just disappeared for like a week, I'd probably be, and then reappeared, I'd probably be like, are you okay? Where have you been? Because it would be very unusual to not see you for a week. Unannounced, that is. But yeah, I always think it's funny when viewers, like, apologize for not being here. And it's like, you have a life too. I get it. Do what you gotta do. Or they apologize for leaving, and it's like, you can't just be here all the time. It's a 4-hour stream, like, people have other things to do. Oh yeah, this is a Genesis game, Volpe. You said, and Looney, you said Square Enix has a sale going on? I'll have to take a look at that. Yeah, Mega Drive, Genesis, it's the same thing. Basically. Bye. Mega Drive is like the European name for the Genesis. Japanese as well, I think, maybe? Might be wrong on that. But yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's funny, the emulator actually says at the top of the screen right now, Mega Drive, because this never came out in the US. So, yeah. Mega Drive is actually more accurate. On that note, it's actually more accurately Mega World? Is that what it's called? Wily Wars is like the English name for it. I think the original name was like Rockman Mega World or something like that. I heard that Turok was coming out. I didn't really ever play Turok that much, so I'm kind of like whatever on that. I know a few people are pretty excited about it, though. I think Final Fantasy VII is like next week too, or like 2 weeks, something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna get 7. I don't think I'm going to. I think I had friends that had it, like, but I never got it myself, no. I think this song works out being slower, too. Yeah, Wily Wars sounds pretty damn epic. I remember, like, seeing it on the Sega channel and not knowing what Mega Man was. I was like, that just sounds like an epic name, like an epic game. Like, Mega Man The Wily Wars. I was like, okay, I gotta see what this is. Like, what's the deal with this game that I've never heard of? And, as they say, the rest was history. And that is how I met the second blue hero of my life. It is 2 weeks, yeah. But Looney, you said there's a Square Enix sale. I'm guessing you meant on Switch, or is it on, like, Steam? And if it is on Switch, what is included? I kind of want to get Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. Kind of. I don't have room in my life for another RPG right now, though. I have to get back to Final Fantasy 9 and get that, not finished. I mean, like, yeah, finished, but I'm nowhere close to finishing it, so. You're lost again? What do you mean? The candy wrapper that climbs walls. You're not wrong. That is accurate. Oh, you're lost in Final Fantasy 9. I gotcha. Do you know, like, or you're probably further than I am, right? Especially since it's been like 2 weeks since I played it. Good work, Mega Man. It's a very unique thing to this game, is that, like, if you turn too quickly in the air, you can actually fall off from a platform and then, like, turn around and land on it again. And right there, it got me killed. Steam is the PC platform. Yeah, I think this theme sounds pretty good slowed down too, I think. Just go away. These enemies are the worst. Like, just no. Just pass. Hard pass. Yeah, like, I remember even back in the day when, like, I discovered this game and discovered Mega Man in general, I even remember people shitting on this game back then, and they were like, oh, the NES one is so much better. It's like, yes and no. Yes and no. I'm gonna eat the death here, I think. Similar to Scarlet, I'm really enjoying, like, the graphical updates to this game. Like, I think it looks good. It's so slow that that's kind of ugly. I'm just gonna buster him. I've never been good at hitting Quick Man with crash bombs. He is a little bit slower, though. Let's give it a shot. I like the music. I kind of wish it wasn't so slow all the time. Well. Hey, that was pretty. That was nice. I like that. Enjoy. Oh, the Game Gear game is absolutely bad. It's absolutely bad. Honestly, Mega Man is one of those franchises that they tried to put it on every platform possible. They've put Mega Man games on platforms you've never heard of. Does anyone here, except for Scarlet, know what the Wonder Swan is? There are like 3 Mega Man games for the Wonder Swan. They all suck. They're all terrible. But they exist. There might not actually be 3 games for the Wonder Swan, there's at least 2. There was a Mega Man and Bass that was terrible, and I think there was a Battle Network game, actually, that was like a side-scroller. But yeah, when you make that many games, it's kind of inevitable that some of them are not going to be good. So, yeah, bad Mega Man games exist. It's a thing. I forget who made Wonder Swan, actually. I don't know. candy wrapper platform. I'm never gonna be able to unsee that. So, thank you, Scarlet. Oh, it was a Bandai platform? Interesting, I didn't know that. See, even this works. This is a theme I've heard fast-paced so many times that hearing it not fast-paced is actually refreshing. I feel like I'm like growing as a person hearing this. Oh, come on. Already we're here. Alright, Scarlet, take it easy. Thanks for hanging out and reminiscing with me. It seems like you're one of the only other people in the world that's actually played this particular installment. So, even if it's been a while since you have. Oh my god, would you give me some... You know what, I think we might be alright. I think we might actually be alright. Why did it disappear? I don't understand. Enjoy. Oh, I thought that was a one-hit kill. I'm bad. Hello? Oh my god, okay, so that's not a thing we're doing. Hey Raiders, how's it going? I was trying to kill that guy quickly so that I could pay you proper attention, and he was not playing ball. Let's see, I don't really need the air shooter. I'm probably gonna need this, so let's grab that. And then we will pause for a moment and just kind of hang out with you guys. And just kind of... Why is my hotkey not working again? That's like legit not working. Okay. I'll trigger it manually. That's fine. Thanks for making me look unprofessional on my anniversary, OBS. That's fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Let's scroll back. I hear a subscription too. KC Cat, thank you for the subscription. And thank you everybody for the raid. Let me scroll back and see who all is coming in here. 7, Lindsay, Murphy himself, KC Cat, Do So Confidently, Renee, View, welcome back. I don't think you were coming in with the raid, but it was just good timing. And Do So Confidently, thank you for the donation as well. Let me check to see if you had a comment with that. Happy 1 year on Pi Day. Yeah, that was like the happiest coincidence that it happened to fall on. Like, this morning I had that thought. Like I looked at my calendar and saw 3/14 and I was like, oh. that happened, I guess. Close that, bring this back up. And yeah, if you guys have not checked out Murphy's Law Gaming and 7 as well, let's also give her a link. Because we should. I actually didn't even know you were streaming tonight. What were you up to tonight? You must not have been live before I started. Or maybe I was just being unobservant. That's totally possible, to be honest. Mario Maker, you went to the dark side? Are you kidding me? No. I hope it went well for you. I don't think I've, like, ever seen you stream that. I remember being a kid and getting to this screen and being like, what? I'd be curious to know how, like, new players react when they get to that screen. Do they just get to that and they're just like... They immediately go to YouTube and they're just like, Wily stage 1. How? And 7, thank you for the 777 donation. Is there a comment with that? Just a happy anniversary. Thank you. And yeah, I couldn't fit all this into the stream title. This is 1-year stream anniversary and 5-year anniversary of the channel in general. So it was a nice double whammy. I just couldn't fit all that in the stream title without being able to fit in what I was actually playing. So I had to pick my battles there. Or a little burned out after Skyward Sword. That's understandable. I haven't played a Zelda game since Skyward Sword either, and that was like 6 months ago. So I'm still recovering. I get it. And it looked like at the end of Skyward Sword, you were in the same state that I was in with Metroid Prime, and that View was in with Mario and Rabbids, where you were just like kind of ready for the game to be over. And that's kind of rough. That makes it like even harder to get through it, and it increases the burnout, I think. I suffered from a bit of burnout when I finished Metroid Prime because I was kind of like, it was that. I was like, I'm just like, I wanted it to be over so much. And that's even coming from, like, how did I fall off? What? Probably because I didn't get knocked back nearly as far as I thought I was going to, and wow, that checkpoint is way far back there. Okay. I see how it is. And that's even coming from somebody that likes Skyward Sword. Like, I'm, like, one of the few people in the world that likes Skyward Sword, I think. That actually, like, legitimately likes it. See, I actually didn't like the story or the characters, like, at all, but I think it has some really cool gameplay. Like, there's a lot of really imaginative gameplay in that game. I don't need item 3 that much, so let's not worry about that. Yeah, there's only, like... Most of the cool characters in Skyward Sword are side characters, which is sad. Most of the main characters are, like, not good characters. Almost missed it. What? Who is Quan? Donated $3.33. I can't wait to see what this comment says. Definition, to be yeeted or destroyed. Example, I would have gotten Quanned on this Mega Man stage. Oh, crap. Thank you, View, for the donation. This stage isn't too hard. I think you don't give yourself enough credit when it comes to Mega Man games. You can get through stuff like Odalis and whatever that game you were playing last night is called, that I forget, Castilla something. It's like, you can get through that stuff, but Mega Man scares you? Like, what? got Quan. No, no, View, you're gonna make Murphy start saying it now too. What are you doing? He is way easier on this. She? I think that's supposed to be a she, actually. Because it lays eggs in one of the games, so I guess we're gonna go with that. But Yoshi lays eggs, so who knows? But still, way easier in this version of the game. I think learning Quan actually makes you level down. I don't know if that's a good thing. Let me see here. Let's grab some of these. Oh, come on. Can we not? I just keep laughing because I remember when View's friend found out that he taught me what Quan is, and he was like, I can't believe you did that, and now View's teaching someone else what Quan is, and it's another streamer, so I cannot wait for the moment when Murphy is streaming and he says Quan on stream, and I'm gonna lose it. It's gonna be amazing. I don't really need item number 1. I don't really need quick boomerang. No, I need boomerang eventually. Let's take that. And alright, let me pause it again for a moment here, because I do see the other raid coming in, and for some reason, my raid hotkey is, like, not working, so I'm gonna have to do that manually. OBS is content to, like, make me look bad on a Hallmark moment. Let me scroll back up here and see what I missed. Ramen is good. You're not wrong. DRZ Drum, Mama Remy, PK Will, Scorponok. I still like that name. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that last name, but Scorponok's a cool name. James Clark Duplass, Kamikaze Musume, Alicia Care? Did I miss anyone else? Mitchie Gaming. Whoa, my chat is like freaking out. I'm trying desperately to catch up here. I promise. Let me see. William Faded Phoenix. Bald Gamer himself. How are you doing tonight? There's also... God, you told me how to pronounce that. Adaran? I think is how you pronounce that. Adaran Gaming, I think it was. And Sir Turtle, I see you bringing up the rear. Thank you everyone for coming along on both of those raids. I think you already dropped a link to his channel, right? So if anyone is not familiar with him, be sure to check him out. Oh, that's right. I saw that you were playing Pokemon before I started. That's right. You got raided by original 151. Holy crap! I've heard that like turns a stream into chaos very quickly. I forget who else I talked to once that said they got raided by them, and they were like, yeah, like everything exploded, and they were, and they didn't know what to do at that point. Yes. Later. I want to go for... Yeah, that's worth it. I didn't need that energy tank, actually. That wasn't worth it. That was dumb. So yeah, we are, Oh, was it Phil that got raided by him? I feel like it was somebody else I'm thinking of, though. But that's also probably possible. Whoops. So yeah, tonight is, I was just saying I couldn't fit all of this in the stream title, but tonight it's not only 1 year stream anniversary, but 5-year channel anniversary, so I kind of grouped them together into one, because they fell around the same time anyway, and I didn't want to, like, hold one anniversary and then have another one in, like, 2 weeks. Like, I felt like that would have been kind of weird. We do want this life. We're gonna take that. So I decided to... This is the game that introduced me to Mega Man. I was a Sega kid, so a lot of Nintendo stuff I was completely unaware of. But then this little gem made it onto the Sega channel, and I played it there, and I was like, wow, I'm this is my future. This is what I live for. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, it's kind of, because it's a remake, but it's... I don't know. Logan, your dog took your bed. Poor View. It was so funny because, like, before he started the stream this morning, we were hanging out on Discord because we did a Toe Jam and Earl Clear, and I said it's gonna take, like, all of my strength to not come into the stream and say, hey, this game looks like a ripoff of Ghosts and Goblins. And I was like, but I won't go there. And then, like, what, like, not even 30 minutes into the stream, you came in there with, like, hey, this looks like a ripoff of Ghosts and Goblins. I was like, were you stalking me? Did you hear me say that? And you were like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Like, you have the self-control to not do it, but I'm gonna do it. And I was laughing so hard. Discord wiretap. Yeah, I want to watch you play Bayonetta. Do it. Do it. I actually probably shouldn't. I should probably get it myself and play it at some point. Alright, let's do it. What's that? That bald gamer also does not like Majora's Mask? High five? I don't hate Majora's Mask, it's probably my least favorite by far. I can see why people like it, I don't like it. I don't think it's very fun. Yeah, 3D Zelda's a weird thing, in my opinion, because, like, some of the games are so good and then others are ridiculously overrated. Like, we were talking just a bit ago because Murphy played Skyward Sword. Like, just finished it up, like, a couple weeks ago. I actually like Skyward Sword a lot. I like, Twilight Princess is probably my favorite 3D one. I don't like Wind Waker. I don't have much of a memory of Ocarina of Time. I don't like Majora's Mask. And I feel like Breath of the Wild doesn't even count. because it's like such a different type of game. Also, I feel like I'm forgetting a title in that list, and I'm feeling kind of bad about it. Uh-oh. What opinion is that, Twain? Is this a friendship over moment? Or is it something we can work through? To be honest, I think I would put Skyward Sword on the same level as Wind Waker. I think both games do very, very cool things, but they are very, very broken in other ways. I think Skyward Sword's plot and characters are absolutely terrible, but the gameplay is, like, really cool. Like, the gameplay is, like, really imaginative, and there's a lot of really fun ideas in that game. What kind of lag was that? I let go of right and he, like, kept walking. Meanwhile, I think Wind Waker's story and characters are amazing, but its gameplay is terrible. In particular, not gameplay, but stage design. The dungeons in Wind Waker, I feel, are, like, terribly designed. Keeping an eye on my stuff here. Like, I have to be very careful of, like, managing my weapon energy correctly here. And to be fair, like, I played Skyward Sword when it first came out. Kinda liked it. I tried to replay it, absolutely hated it. And then I streamed it last summer on the channel, and I came away from it, and I was like, I really enjoyed that game. The game doesn't shut the hell up, it needs to know how to just shut up and let you play it. But aside from that, like I said, I think there's a lot of cool stuff in that game. Yeah, I did take my eyes off of likes. Shame on me. So let's go ahead and drop a big fat 200 pixels for both 10 likes and 20 likes. The last time I looked, it was like 8 likes still. No, I would count Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks as 2D games, I think. I'm very much in the middle with those games. I'd like to stream them, I think. I liked them when I played them, but whenever I try to replay them, I wind up not liking them very much. I think they might be the type of game where you can only really enjoy it your first time playing it. I don't know why people don't like Twilight Princess. I've only talked to one person who doesn't like it, and their reasoning was it's not Breath of the Wild, so I kind of don't count that opinion. Which sounds harsh, but, like, I don't know. I don't, like, it's like View and I were talking about, like, kind of in his stream this morning, and also night before that, was, like, I think to a lot of people, there's two types of games. There's the games that are really good, and then there's all the rest. And if they're not fantastic games, they're not worth talking about. And I kind of, like, disagree with that, like, 100%, because, in my opinion, even an average game can be, like, a lot of fun. And hey, Soph, how's it going? Remy, I can agree with that. I think the Wii version of Twilight Princess is the worst version. Easily. You get the gyro aiming with, like, the bow and such, which is nice, but then you also have to deal with, like, shitty sword waggle controls, which is not good. I think the Wii U version is basically the best version, because it has the best of everything. You have button controls for the sword, but you also have the gyro of the gamepad for the bow. I think that's basically the best way to experience that game. I can't make that jump. What's wrong with me? What was down there? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. JMT mentioned Oracles. The Oracles games are his favorite ones. Minish Cap was pretty good. Minish Cap was pretty good. I enjoyed it when I played it. It wasn't, like, life-changing, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, what breaks Majora's Mask for me is the repetition, for sure. I still don't need that energy tank. I am kind of, like, doing way better in these games than I thought I was going to be totally honest. I thought I was gonna have trouble with 1 and 2. Oh, you haven't played Minish Cap View? I thought you had. Well, it's on the Wii U Virtual Console. You can play it when you get home. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. That's why I added it to my list of, like, I have the poll on Discord for what Zelda game should I play, on, like, what Zelda game do people want to see. I added Minish Cap, like, last minute because I realized that it was on Virtual Console. Yeah, and I think Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks are winning that poll, which is cool. Nobody gives a shit about Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild, and I was like, that's my community. They get it. They want to see the shit that, like, nobody plays. I think Link's Awakening is up there too. I think people want to see that as well. I think Oracles is also scoring pretty high. I haven't checked it in a while, to be honest. This is just cruel. Like, what? Oh, you can't, like, through the shield them in this? Okay. I'm trying to get to, like, the boss corridor, and then I might catch up on chat a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that with Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Playing them on Wii U, that might be kinda awkward. So I'm gonna be honest, I tried to play A Link Between Worlds and it couldn't hold my interest. I think that might be because I actually played Breath of the Wild first, and like, A Link Between Worlds was trying to be more open world, right? And it might have worked at the time, but I think that's the one thing I really like about Breath of the Wild. I think it's like the best open world game ever made. I just think it's a bad Zelda game. Yeah, I'm taking damage there. There's nothing I can do. Alright, let's destroy you. So for those that don't know, this boss is bullshit. You can only destroy these walls with the Crash Bomb, and you can only destroy the enemies with the Crash Bomb. Which means if you run out of Crash Bomb energy, you have to, like, completely farm up a full bar of energy before you can even try the boss again. Do I even have enough? How many do I have? Like 2 shots left? 3 shots? Alright, let's go over here and get him. I want to make sure I don't run out of shots here. Yeah, I only have 1 shot left. Okay, so I have to get up to that guy. Okay, that's cool. This is a little bit easier, actually, because the explosions are a little bit larger in this game, which is causing them to, like, accidentally blow up some platform, some walls that I'm not expecting it to. I mean, I feel like you can probably do it without fully focusing too, Twain. You probably know, like, where every single bomb needs to be placed. I actually do like Zelda 1, like, quite a bit. I haven't played Zelda 2. I mean, I have, but, like, not seriously. Samo, go back to sleep. No, I'm kidding. How are you doing? Pretty sure you said you were going to sleep. Oh, nice. Bye. Doesn't charge fast enough. You bastard. Okay, that was a thing. Wow, this does not do much damage. I thought he was also weak to blades. Like, that's just not doing anything. It does take so long to charge. Hey, Paul, how's it going? I have not seen you in a while. I have. I saw you in Kink's stream the other night, but still, I hope things are well.
now you're gonna sleep. Alright, Sammo. Thanks for stopping back in, though. Yeah, see, now I don't have any crash bombs. Isn't one of the Wilies weak to crash bombs, and it's like after you've just used all of them? It's like, oh, that's fair. They don't really give you, like... Shit. They don't really give you a way to, refill, either. Whoops. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything. Well, okay. Well, that was interesting. I'm feeling a lot of lag at this part of the game for some reason. Like, a lot of, like, input lag. It's kind of weird. Here, have some of your blades back. Later. So yeah, he's weak to his own weapon. I don't know why. I don't think anybody knows why, but he is. If you're playing on easy mode, he dies in one hit to his own weapon. Seven, if you could actually drop a link for Kink as well. He was here hanging out a bit earlier, too. Am I gonna have to use an energy tank on this? Is this the reality I'm dealing with? My YouTube chat's doing that thing where it's like really far behind. I'm seeing messages on chatbot before I see them on YouTube. It's weird. I think we're in the clear here. Bing. Alright, Kamikaze, thanks for coming along to that raid and hanging out for a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming too much longer, actually. I might finish 2, I might start 3 and do like 4 of the masters or something. Yeah, like, this is, like, easy to hit him with, but that's definitely not a weakness. I thought I could survive another hit.
free damage. Well. Thank God I have a lot of energy tanks, because this is now officially ugly. Yeah, we're now having to buster through this. It's got bad all of a sudden. Honestly, it might have been a better idea to keep my tank and game over and get all my weapons back. Yep. Especially when I was that close to a game over. Means I have to fight all the bosses again, but it also means I have all my weapon energy. Like, look at that. That's beautiful. And in a roundabout way, that should actually make things a lot easier. Alright, I figured out what some of the lag is. For some reason, when I land after short hopping a metal blade in this game, there's tons of lag. Yeah, like if you launch it too close to the ground, when he lands, he's like stuck in the throw animation for a second. Like, what the hell? What is that? They managed to make the metal blades not broken in this version of the game, I guess. Alright. I could use the crash bombs here, but I'm pretty sure one of the Wily forms is weak to those, so I think it's a better idea to save them for that. I don't think Paul's allowed to talk about breaking thumbs down on the dock. I think that's one of those things that we're supposed to be keeping on the down low. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Oh, that could potentially suck, Paul. I hope it's not, like, for, like, shitty reasons, you know? Like, I hope it's not, like, a bad thing that they're relocating with you. Also, yeah, I just died on Bubble Man. Shut up. Shut up. Twain. Honestly, the metal blade is super laggy in this game. Like, super laggy. Come on, it's Bubble Man! I guess I could have said Riley. Riley was probably also like, man, you just died on fucking Bubble Man, you suck. I thought you were good at these. I fired that one too quickly. Let's see if I can do this correctly this time. Hey William, how's it going? Thanks for coming along. Late raid, still appreciated raid. I think it's because you can't rapid fire the blades on him. Like, I think that's what's making a pretty big difference. Like, usually, like, the NES version, you just... and he's, like, just dead. Like, that's all you have to do. Rapid fire just don't work here, though. Alright, let's give this a shot. Yeah. You need a full energy bar, though. Like that's so unfair. You have to use a full energy bar on the boss before this. They give you no time to refill your weapon energy, and then that's the weakness of this boss? Get fucked, Capcom. What's wrong with you? Fucking game design. So you basically have to game over to use his weakness weapon on him. It's like, what? Okay. So here's the part that sucks. I learned that there is a... Thanks to Twain, I learned that you can rapid fire the weakness on this boss to beat him faster. Except for the fact that rapid fire doesn't work in this game. So yeah, we're back to this being an endurance fight. I don't have any energy tanks. Yeah, it might be bad. This boss does truckloads of damage. There's no music, because they want to unnerve me. Because, you know... There's blood dripping from the ceiling, because they want to unnerve me. There's a lot going on right now. It's funny how I know what's coming, and it's still unnerving me, because I know what's coming. Yeah, because there's no normal mode. Also, Dr. Wily's an alien. Okay, that's a reality. I was gonna say, shoot a shot so I can see how fast those suckers are moving. Because even the shots do a ton of damage. I think this is also a case where this is the only weapon that can hit him, and it does 1 point of damage. So, yeah. Thankfully, he's kind of easy. It's a test of patience. Yeah, it's endurance and patience. You can't, like, rush, or you're just gonna get in trouble. Crap. See? Like that. It actually looks like you might be able to rapid fire him. Maybe. I don't know if I want to risk it, though. Crap. Don't tell me I'm gonna, like, throw this all away. I am gonna throw it all away. I am gonna throw it all that away. Now I might have not enough weapon energy to do it, so yeah. This is good. This is good. And thank you for the support, by the way, Paul. And yeah, alien. Do I even have enough? I think I might have enough bubble, as long as I don't miss. You get a lot of shots from, Here's a question for you, Twain. Is it bubble lead or bubble lead? Because, you know, the weapon kind of, like, follows the ground. It kind of, like, leads you. So is it actually supposed to be bubble lead? Or is it bubble lead? As in, it hits as hard as lead. It's one of those things you don't think about, right? Until you hear somebody say it out loud, and then you're like, wait, what? Okay, for some reason my controller input completely died there. And I'm already missing. This is already off to a fantastic start. I've always assumed lead, but I also feel like lead makes more sense. And that might be where they were going with it. Fired that one too early. I don't think I'm gonna have enough weapon energy. Shit. I guess an easy way to know would be check the Japanese name. Although they might call it something completely different. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of energy here. Yup. Dunzo. And yeah, you can't even hit him with this, can you? Oh no, that heals him! That's right! I forgot that was a thing. Kill me, please. Kill me, please. Troll-ass game. At least that was my last life. I mean, I wasn't gonna be able to beat him at that point, so it's kind of whatever. At least I didn't try that, like, when I still had a chance, you know? The good news is now that I continued, I have all my weapon energy back, so... we good. The only thing I don't have are energy tanks. But I shouldn't need energy tanks. That should be fine. Yeah, that looks like lead. From what I know of Japanese, that looks like lead. Yeah. Interesting. I think we just discovered something today. Well, now I have to completely fix my vocabulary, I guess. I could have gone for a free hit there because he didn't start shooting yet. That's alright. Sorry, so how do you think I feel? I've been calling it bubble lead for 20 years. and now this is a thing. Like, okay. Sometimes he shoots the shots, like, in a way that they're gonna miss you anyway. He's probably trying to, like, juke you. Like that one. I could have just stood on the ground and not get hit by that one. Fucking troll-ass alien. Fucking ET-looking ass. Oh yeah, so he's not actually an alien, by the way. That was... Who knows? I'd love to know why they were like, what if he's an alien? Like, where did they even come up with this idea? Alright, so take it easy. Yeah, who'd fall for that? Says the one that played through Mega Man 2 and got to the end and immediately discorded me and said, Wily's a fucking alien? It's especially jarring now, because we know that there are 11 Mega Man games. So if you were going into this completely blind, knowing that there's 11 games, and you get to the end of the second game, and find out he's an alien, you'd probably be like, wait, what? Oh, I gotta see this. I take it you don't have any classes today. This is what I'm taking away from that. If you actually had a class there at the moment, first of all, the first thing I would probably say is, you should have told me to dial it back on the language. If you have a bunch of kids watching and I'm sitting here going, Wily's a fucking alien, I would have maybe felt a little bad. Second, hey kids, don't forget to like and subscribe. Riley, you thought he was hulking? He was hulking out? Hey, you know, how's it going? I saw that you messaged me on Discord. I didn't look to see what it was yet. I'm sorry if it was important. I have a bunch of Discord messages pending, actually. Definition not important. Yeah, I looked quick and just skimmed it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll read this later. So it is 1 o'clock, but like since I started late, I think I'm gonna start Mega Man 3. I'll do like I'm probably like Mega Man 3 instead of having the cycle of 8 masters has 1 cycle of 5 masters and 1 cycle of 3 masters. Why? Who the hell knows? I think I'll do the 3. I think I'll get those taken care of. Even though they're the harder bunch, so that might suck. Fishman. Shoutouts to Fishman. I don't know, like, 2 kinda has a broken weakness tree too, but not to the same extent. It's more so that Metal Blades are so goddamn good that you use them against, like, most of the fights. But 3 has an intentionally split weakness tree. Let's put it that way. Like, they intended for that to be, like, 2 separate trees. Two is just Metal Blades are broken. I like the look of those all clears. But we gotta just like sit here a moment and enjoy this music because this is like probably one of the greatest tracks in all of Mega Man. We'll see how the 50 FPS Genesis soundboard takes it. I don't love this. This song does not benefit from being slowed down. It's still good, but you should hear the NES version. The NES version is fucking lunacy. I could play it quick, actually. That would be really easy to do. Yeah, this is like not a very good version of the track. Let me play the original one, cuz it is fucking good. Honestly, it's kind of shitty that they didn't remix this song for Smash. They should have. I am going to do this quick to make sure it doesn't come out too loud. Because this is probably going to be loud. Because YouTube. Yeah, let me turn that down a bit before I start it. Okay, this is the NES version. Yeah, Twain knows what's coming. Yeah, exactly. This version's way better. Yeah, it's a shame, like 3 is like I've said before, I think oh great, my emulator crashed. Why'd my emulator crash? Like I've said before, I think if Mega Man 3 didn't have some difficulty spike problems, I'd probably say it's the best one by a landslide. But it has a bit of a weird difficulty curve, which hinders it a bit, I think. But the soundtrack is absolutely incredible. And yeah, for some reason my emulator crashed when I did that, so let me fix that really quick. Kill that. Okay. Hopefully the rest of the soundtrack is still, like, really good. Let me make sure... Yeah, it, like, switched all my controls back, so... Okay, there we go. We good. Did it not save my file? It looks like it didn't, so that's a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna have to keep save states of that, noted. Fortunately, like, how long did that take? I can replay that. Like, I will not complain about having to replay that, to be honest. I could see that being, like, completely game-breaking to some people, but I'm just like, I'll just play it again. It's no problem. I don't think this song benefits from being slower either. I've split those reruns. They were pretty fast runs. Yeah, it sounds okay. It doesn't sound bad. That title theme, like, they almost kind of ruined it. Riley, I was asking earlier, but I think you were, like, maybe lurking at the time. How far through 4 are you now, or did you finish that? Oh, right, I can slide now. That's a thing. Anyone who hasn't been paying attention to the Mega Man remixes in Smash, go listen to the Snake Man remix and prepare to be blown away. It's a fantastic remix. I never knew that I needed a violin rock version of this track in my life. And now I'm, like, a happier person because of it. The Top Man remix is fantastic, too. But that Top Man's theme is, like, low-key the best track in this game. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. It's just Top Man is a stupid robot master, so I think people forget it. Yeah, View, Wily Wars is the first 3 games, and then it has, like, an extra fortress, kind of. This part of this stage makes me really nervous. Twain knows why. Twain knows why this stage makes me nervous. Because I saw him do the same thing, and I was like, oh, okay, good, I'm not the only one that this stage has broken. Every now and then when these clouds spawn, they, like, immediately push you off of the platform and you die. It's really dumb. And I think it still happens in this version of the game. If a top had music, it's that track. I think I agree. So, he's not a spin top, is what you're saying. That's not why he's top man? I think I follow. He's way easier to dodge when he's slower like this. Like, Snake Man still gives me trouble in, like, the original version. Shit. The mix-up, though. Yeah, right? I think Top Man was, like, the first one I was able to beat, too. He's easy peasy. He's actually, like, almost harder with his weakness weapon. Like, he's almost easier with the Buster. It doesn't make any sense. Man, that was some awkward silence. The hell was that? Let's see what they do to this theme. I actually hate Gemini Man's music. I can't stand it. So they're either gonna fix it or they're gonna make it even worse, and I'm gonna be like, fuck this shit. This is not terrible so far. I just had a terrible realization, though. Since I started with Snake Man, I don't have Rush Marine yet for this stage. This might be bad. This might be very bad. Well. That was a chat kills. Oh yeah, hi. Why is Proto Man tiny in this game? It's like he's the only sprite that they didn't make a new sprite. They were like, let's just recolor the NES one. So he's like tiny. I always thought that was weird. Well. I'll take that. Yes, phone? What's up? Problem? No, not a problem. Okay. It's kind of funny. I like the melody of this song, but I feel like it's never been, like, instrumentalized well. Like, every version of this song I typically don't like. Okay. Still has a hitbox when he's dying. Noted. Less than 10 seconds, really. Yeah, basically, like, they basically remade the Mega Man 3 engine, and then they used it for, like, every game. Yeah, usually I would just use Rush Marine to, like, travel along the bottom of the stage here, but that's just not a thing I can do. And yeah, sometimes this can... I'm hoping that since this is slower, it won't be that bad. I'll be able to dodge, like, a lot of this shit. I feel like you don't get knocked back as far in this game, either, when you do get hit. So that helps. Like, Twain, you probably missed it. On the first time I fought the Mecha Dragon, I actually, like, I died because... when I got hit, I immediately held left to try and, like, counteract all the knockback I was just about to take, and then I walked right off the ledge and died, because I didn't get that much knockback. Yeah, sort of, Logan. This is still, like, a very different engine, really. But this one's probably, like, the most accurate, with the exception of it just being a slower game. Easy. I think we should detour and go do Top Man, just because I want to hear the music. Sparkman also has really good music. I'll point that out as well. Oh, trust me, I tried to do that section without Rush Marine when I played the NES version, and I got, like... I got quanned. I got quanned. Let's do it. I was gonna say, I don't even know if he's still here. We're about to find out, though. This is still pretty good. I'm digging this. This makes it work. Like, it's way slower, but it's still really good. I think it's just because this theme is really good in general. And yeah, Twain, you're not wrong. I feel like I also have to go through to Sparkman, because, yeah, that's another really good track. And the Smash remix of this song is like, it goes on like a 3-minute guitar solo. It's absolutely insane. Never understood why there are cats here, though. Like, what's going on with the stage? We're in, like, a greenhouse, I guess. That's all I can figure it is. And there's giant robot cats. Who knows? It's very 80s, isn't it? Very 80s, early 90s. Yeah, it does kind of look like it's that type of warehouse in the NES version. Oh yeah, we don't have his weapon. Yeah, can we hit 30 before the end of the stream? That would be pretty cool. I guess what we would have to do is we'd have to look into the lore and see what is Top Man's purpose. What was he created to do? Like, that would probably shine some light on it. And yeah, he's easy. He is easy. Why does it take so long? Like, he has to stand here and give us an awkward stare. That's like a full 3 seconds before he teleports out. Alright, Rebby, take it easy. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. And I think, I want to say most of you are probably familiar with Remy already, but if you aren't, go check out her channel. Yeah, let's do Shadow and Spark. Then maybe we'll call it there. Or we'll just do all 8 of them, fuck it. And then next time we can start with the Doc Robot bullshit, and, Oh, here's our first sighting, or our first actual fight with Proto Man. Or Break Man, I guess we're gonna call him for now. Yeah, he's so tiny. Also, he has a shield, but it's, like, not effective at all. Why even give him a shield if he's not gonna... Like, he doesn't block anything. Later. Yeah, anyway. He's very durable in this game, apparently. In 10, he fucking gets sneezed on and dies. I can't reach that, really? Okay. Should really remap that button so that I don't hit it accidentally all the damn time. As anyone who grew up with a Genesis knows, the Genesis controller had 3 buttons on it instead of the NES's 2. So the third button is it just brings up the pause menu. That's why I keep like accidentally hitting that so often. My thumb's just bumping it. Oh, you're heading out, Riley? Alright, like I said, we will probably not be going too much longer. I know I keep saying that, and then I'm like, oh, one more! No later than 2 o'clock, for sure. Hopefully I still have some good raid targets. And then, yeah, as I said, next week for continued Mega Man nights, we'll do the rest of this. We'll finish 3, and then, I'll have to, like, fix what I lost, because apparently this doesn't save games properly. I would have been save stating the whole time if I knew that was a thing I had to do. Huh, topspin actually works in this game. Yeah, and why does Shadow Man have a lava stage? He's a ninja. Like, what is going on in, like, a lot of these stages? Yeah, I didn't use any weapon energy on topspin there. Like, I had to hit him like 4 times, and it didn't use any weapon energy at all. Damn it. This is still pretty decent. can I scroll these off this? I can't. Man, damn it. That's how I dealt with these in, like, the original version, is I just, like, scroll them off screen really quick. Because they're a major pain in the ass otherwise. Yeah, I was thinking that they probably scroll them off screen for the speedrun. If you know, like, exactly where to just turn around really quick, and just do a quick back and forth, you could easily just completely take them out of the equation. These bolt things, like, spawn when they get on screen, instead of when you get close, too. Like, that's a small difference. Makes them way easier to deal with, because... yeah, in the original, you have to, like... You have to deal with them in close quarters, because they don't spawn until you get there. I really like the boss theme in this, too. You can't shoot that downward? Okay, whatever.
Alright, I think we will call it quits here. Maybe. I'm starting to reach a point where I'm, like, getting kind of tired. Gotta use the bathroom, stuff like that. So it seems like it's a good point to stop. Wouldn't want to go too much later, either. That could maybe be fun. Controller died because I'm not on. Small problem, if the save file isn't working. I wonder if it didn't work because it crashed. I'm just gonna go ahead and check right now. Honestly, there's no way for me to back out of this game to go fix the other two files. So I'm gonna have to reset this anyway. And then, if it didn't save... like, I might as well just figure it out now, to figure out what I gotta do by next week to get it all caught up. And then I'll just have to start keeping save states to actually keep the save file alive. I don't know why it's not saving properly. I do remember that being a thing, though. Like, I remember many years ago, people were like... now, see, there it saved. I wonder why it didn't save. Huh. Weird. I remember even getting to Wily Tower, which is the name for, like, the third, or the fourth, like, extra game at the end of this, when you beat all the other three. Even getting to that, via emulator, like, years ago, was, like, really hard to do, because the emulators, like, weren't saving the game properly. So I hope I don't have trouble getting to that. In fact, I should probably research that a little bit before next week to make sure that's not gonna be a problem. No, there's no passwords in this game because it has a save file instead of passwords. Otherwise, yeah, I'd probably do that to save some time. But yeah, anyway, let me. I think I basically have two good options here. Let me check into them and see what's what.
actually gonna kill desktop audio for a minute. Oh wait, is this not live? I don't think this is live. I think this is a premiere. Okay, so I think we're going with the other option. Yeah, we'll do this. That's all right. My YouTube is being weird at the moment, so yeah. No, not me. I meant the stream I was watching. Like, I was checking raid options, and the one I think is like they're premiering something. I don't think it's a live stream. So we won't do that one tonight, which is a shame because I like never get the chance to raid them, so that would have been pretty cool. But that's all right. So yeah, let me see. I gotta drop pixels. It's what, 150? I'm just gonna go with 200. I'm just gonna say we're at 30 likes. Close enough, right? So I'll do that really quick for the end of the stream. As I said, next week so basically going forward schedule wise is Wednesday nights I'm gonna try to do Smash to play with you guys, because that went really well last night. I had a lot of fun, so I want to try to continue doing that. So that'll be Wednesday nights. Thursday nights will be Mega Man. So next week we're gonna finish Wily Wars. We're gonna finish playing through Mega Man 3, and then we're gonna do like the Wily Tower at the end of it. And hopefully everything will go well there. It won't like do whatever happened here. Yeah, I do see it updated to 30 now. And then after Wily Wars, we'll probably do Mega Man 11 after that. I don't know to what extent I'm going to do Mega Man 11. I was thinking about trying to do 100% achievements in Mega Man 11, but I don't know how long that would take to stream, and some of it might be like kind of just not... might be kind of tedious and not fun, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. I gotta try and figure that out. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow or Saturday yet. I will be streaming, I just don't know what I'm going to stream. And then I guess Sunday goes the same. The same goes for Sunday. I have Sunday listed as Shantae, but I might do that on Monday. I might do that tomorrow or Saturday. I'm not sure. So I gotta kind of figure that out. But otherwise, thank you everyone for coming to hang out, and everyone for just supporting the channel in general over the last year, or even the last 5 years. I don't think I have any regulars that have been watching longer than a year, but shoutouts to them anyway. When I started streaming, I had 200 subs, and now I'm up to 811. So it's not like the best growth in the world, but I'm happy with it, personally. I'm very satisfied with where I am as a channel right now. The only reason I feel pressured to grow larger is because of all these rumors about them raising the requirements on monetization. Like, that makes me nervous. If it wasn't for that, it would be like, whatever happens, happens. I'll be happy with it. But yeah, still, all the support's appreciated, and we have shoutouts to Do So Confidently and Seven and Beautiful TV Quan. Quan's a good guy. You should check out Quan's channel. But yeah, shoutouts to those three for the donations, and yeah, there's rumors that they're raising it to 30,000. I haven't seen any evidence that they're actually doing that. Granted, that's how YouTube usually works. They usually don't announce that stuff. They just kind of do it. But yeah, that's kind of the only reason I'm feeling pressured to hit 1,000 anytime soon. if I could even get to 1,000, like I might take the sub count off the layout once I hit 1,000, because it's kind of like, eh. I feel like as a streamer that sub count is kind of arbitrary. Honestly, to me it's more important who's here. Like the community's more important than because like 811 subs, but like there weren't 811 people here tonight. So that's like, there's a big disconnect between streaming and subscriber count, I think. But at this point, I'm going off on a tangent. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks again for everyone hanging out and showing their support tonight. Tomorrow, I might do Splatoon tomorrow. I'm not totally sure. I'll try and update it on Discord on the schedule if I figure out what I'm doing before tomorrow. Otherwise, I hope to see everybody there for just weekend streaming in general. And yeah, let's do the raid thing. I think you probably all know where we're going. We're gonna head over to Flappers. He's playing the PSP version of Final Fantasy IV. I did not know there was a PSP version until last night. It looks pretty good. So I will see you guys over there for the raid. I'll see you back here at some point over the weekend. If I don't see you, have a good weekend. And yeah. Thanks again. Take it easy. See you next time. All that good stuff.